With the stock market seemingly crashing before our eyes, what do you do in a moment like this? You buckle up, you sit back in your seat, you wait for it to go back up, or you make a move to get into things that you wanted to already buy into, but now cheaper. I've been saying now for 8 months that if Bitcoin gets to $75,000, I'm going to double up my position in Bitcoin. So I made it. I made a move today. And actually, a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday, actually, I decided to, you know, put my money where my mouth is. And I don't know if it was a good decision, but it's my decision what I did with my account. What are you doing on your account on days like today? You know, investors are a funny type of person. You see a lot of people out there buying high, selling low. Right now, the market is working its way lower. And for me, I think, I get that thought in my mind like, "Oh my goodness, how much lower can this go? I don't wanna take it anymore." But then I think, you know what? What if it does change around? Would I be upset at myself for not buying when it was lower? So I've set a target price. That target price for Bitcoin was $75,000. It reached that number like within the last 24 hours a couple of times, and it popped back up to 78,000. Today, it came down. So what I did was I didn't buy, $3,000 worth of Bitcoin all in one lump sum because I'll just share the chart with you right now. And then I've got a whole bunch of different fun little things to talk about, with you today. So if you enjoy the content, I hope you hit the like button. I actually told my other half that I hope that this video pays for a little bit of my Bitcoin purchases. Help me out by hitting the like button, everybody, so that I don't get in too much trouble over here. So Bitcoin over the last couple of days is just kind of going up and down, up and down. Let's go 5-day chart here, down $11,000. Right now it's at $73,208. I have a big smile on my face. The reason that smile is there is because I was prepared to buy more. So I got in at around $75,400 just the other day. I felt good about that purchase. Then it went back up. Here it is right here. It went back up to 77,000. I think it was 78,000 for a minute there. There it is, 78,000. And I said to my other half, "Hey, look at this. I put $1,000 in, and I'm already up 3 grand in price, not in actual dollar amount. But no big deal." And then today, it's going back down. So it's down to 73,000. So I did have $3,000 invested into Bitcoin over the last year. I've just been putting in $100 every 2 weeks, plus a couple little minor lump sum payments. And I've been saying since April, well, probably May actually. I said if Bitcoin dips down to 75,000 again, I'll buy more. I'll double it up. Well, it hit there. So the problem that I had over the last couple of days here is that I just didn't see an end in sight. Look at that graph right there. So my mind went to if I dumped my total my full $3,000 in right now, just yesterday as an example, what happens if this keeps going down? So I only did $1,000. I kept 2 grand back just in case it keeps going down. So I just like about half an hour ago invested another $1,000 into it. I mean, guys, we're talking. Let's get perspective going here, right? This is my budget. I don't have a huge budget over here or anything like that. Put it into percentages compared to your budget, right? $1,000 in percentages with my budget is a little bit lower than yours, no doubt. So I put $1,000 into it today, and so that means I have $1,000 left over. But I said to myself, there's seemingly no end in sight over here, so I'm going to keep that other $1,000 just in case. So I just kind of went looking at the map here, or the graph, if you will, and I wanted to kind of catch where it might land here. And it's just like layman's term, amateur investor over here, not a financial advisor, and just kind of looking at this graph, thinking to myself, okay, well, it's reached lower than it did in the last couple of years over here. with this 73,000 right now. So that, speaking about charts, I mean, if it goes back to all the way back to 2024 here, you can see it was in the $60,000 range for quite some time, right? So let's go from October all the way until March of that year. It was hovering around that 65, 66,000 mark. It hit that 65,000 mark a number of times in that year. It went lower to 60,000 a number of times. It went to 56,000 a number of times. So right now it's at 73,000. If this map pays off and I mean, it plays out the way that it is right now, or that it did right now, then maybe right now we could see the price of Bitcoin getting into the $60,000 range. So I'm holding off on that extra $1,000 until that may happen. Now it might not happen, everybody, but uh, I'm already gonna get a scolding over here by the other half for donating $2,000 to Bitcoin, when I didn't really necessarily have that money hanging out in my account ready to go. So I'm gonna hold off, and this is actually how I'm going to sell it to her. I'm gonna hold off, and then if it gets in the $60,000 range, then I'll drop the extra $1,000 into it. Now, I hope it doesn't get there. I hope this 75,000 and 73,000 is like a wake up point where it just takes off back to 126,000 again. That's what I hope for. But I just want to be prepared, and not just drop a lump sum into it all at the same time here. And I think that's a good strategy. Ifs and buts, what's and nuts. If it gets to 126,000, I'll say, "Wow, shoot, I should have put an extra thousand into it." But I feel like the smart play here, when the thing is just continuing to go down, is to hold off a little bit and looking at historical charts on this. Back in March, 69,000. We're only 4,000 away from that. 60,000 in May. 56,000 in July. This is 2024, by the way, so over a year and a half ago. There's 53,000 in September. So, are we going to do that again this year? If so, I'm ready for it. I got the extra thousand just hanging out, just in case. Well, so that's my Bitcoin talk for today. I just looked at my account value. It's down 4% today. It's very Bitcoin focused, as if you're a loyal subscriber to the channel, you already know that. But I wanted to go over some of the reasons why, right? So here we go. We got every single market is down right now, down big time actually today, except for the VIX up 20% today. We talked about the VIX in the last video. There's the S&P 500 war map. Let's call it a war map, right? U.S. just shot down a drone flying at one of their aircraft carriers from Iran, reportedly. Some of the big reasons why the market is down today is the top two that are on the left-hand side of the screen up here. We got Microsoft down 3.19%, Nvidia down 3.7%. Then the middle section, Amazon down 2.74, and Google down 1.67. Then you got another one down in healthcare here. These are all the big boys of each of these sectors here. Eli Lilly down 3.69% down near the bottom of the screen. You can see consumer defensive stocks are up today. Why? Why? Utilities up, energy up. Most of healthcare is up except for Eli Lilly there. Financials up just slightly here. Credit services down a little bit in terms of a whole there. Let's go to the NASDAQ, which is very tech focused. Everybody, NASDAQ way down, right? Very tech focused. So if you have stocks or ETFs like QQQ or QQQI, those would be down today as well. So remember, let's put our negativity into perspective here. My Bitcoin is down today, but so is just about everything. Russell 2000, a mixed match actually of red and green in here. It looks visually 50-50, but you can see up in the top left, the technology world, very red. The software world, red. Semiconductors, red. And not to put things in a negative spin over here, but this is the time for me to buy whenever things are down, but buy cautiously. I'm not going to be buying like opening up a new line of credit and pushing it all in. I want to be cautious with my purchases because it could still go down further. So I want a dollar cost average into what I have over here. And that's just my feelings on what I'm doing over here. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I know you're going to let me know in the comments. And I really, truly appreciate the comments. Not only does it help me with my perspective, but it also helps the algorithm, the channel success get even bigger and better. And the most loyal subscribers and commenters on this channel, you have no idea how much I appreciate you continuing to do that for not only me but everybody else that watches the channel, because I think we're all in the same boat over here with our investing. And I think a lot of us probably have the same fears and strengths, and kind of going through the same thing over here. I've also opened up the VU stock here. I wanted to go over something that I found to be kind of ironic, if you will. So I've pulled up the last year on the VU. Now the VU is the S&P 500. It's just a different company with a lower fee, but they have the same stocks within it. So this is the last year chart. Now, if you look at 1 year ago today, the share price was at $549. If you go all the way till April the 8th here, it went down $92 during that period, right? Or 16%. So the same exact thing is happening right now. Political turmoil happening right now. Uh, that's probably the biggest thing right now, right? So Trump is introducing a new Fed chair. So we hear uh, global war, all of this stuff happening right now. On top of that, tariff talk. It's like 1 year hasn't passed. It's the same thing from a year ago, but visually, it's also the same thing on this map here. The stock market is going down right now. So if I go back to the last month here, you can see it's only down 2.22%, which is not much at all. So if you go over the last year, though, you can see it did climb up 14.81%. So take the binoculars off, zoom out a little bit on your investments, things like that, right? So Mr. Stock is tied right to Bitcoin over the today, down 8.78%. They have earnings coming out in 2 days from now. That should be an interesting phone call with Michael Saylor, who just recently bought a couple more Bitcoins. Last 5 days down 21%. We'll call it last month down 21% share price. Misty, this is the one that I have. Following suit, down 24%. You did get a distribution for 3 weeks there. That kind of covers that extra 3%, if you will, but it's not looking good for anything that's tied to Bitcoin right now. But again, it's not looking good to a lot of those big tech stocks as well. I went and searched Bitcoin over here. NASDAQ getting absolutely monkey hammered lower, this person says. The tech bubble that led the market up is correcting. That is triggering a whole lot of margin calls. Bitcoin getting hammered too because it follows the NASDAQ usually. But look at gold and silver, it says. So going up a little bit. This was posted 21 minutes ago. Just kind of scrolling through the Twitter feed of Bitcoin over here. This person says that Bitcoin touches 51,000. I'm going to sell my land and car and buy Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to have a long patience of 1 year and 6 months until it goes back to $120,000. I don't know. For me, it's in that $60,000 range. I'll donate another 1,000 back to it, but I wouldn't do this. That's for sure. I'm not that risky, but I don't know. What do you guys think so far? What are your feelings on all of this? I've had a lot of Bitcoin haters. It's so funny that they come out when Bitcoin's going down, but they don't say much when Bitcoin's going up. But again, I feel like that's the psychology of an investor, maybe a trader on the stock market, right? For me, I try and keep it pretty level all the time. Buying, holding. That's really what I'm planning on doing with Bitcoin here. I'm hanging out with Bitcoin for the next 5, 10, who knows, maybe 15 years. And we're going to see where it's at. We're going to see where it's at. But, hopefully it's up by then. There's that Microsoft stock right there in the last 6 months, down 23%. A lot of people on the internet are saying, oh my goodness, right? Fundamentally, Microsoft is such a huge and good company. Could this be a good buy? Or could you be saying goodbye to your shares of it? Nvidia in the last month here, down 5%, but over the last 5 days, it's down quite a bit more, 6.59%. So that's an interesting way of thinking about it, everybody. I feel like if I just tap my toe into it with affordability once in a while, I'm not hurting myself financially. I'm only bettering my financial long-term situation. If I jump in and just push the whole pile of chips in at the same time, then I'm risking that falling even more and taking a longer time for it to accumulate up. But that's what I'm up to over here. Physically, I've been doing the 100 days of accountability in the back end over here. So every single day, eating better, hustling, working out, 10,000 steps, all of that good stuff. Today, I started a sub challenge on that, and it is 2,000 push ups in the month of February. Today, I did 105. I think I'm tapping out right there. And those were the groups that I did. I did them in groups of 25. And then the last one was 5, and I was like toast. So took some creatine protein shake, had 3/4 of a cup of egg whites, 2 eggs, feta cheese, onion, and that's all I've eaten so far today. So I'm probably going to go out eat a salad after this. I do have a goal by the summer to lose a lot of weight, mostly on my stomach and my legs. And so this is helping. So we're doing it over here, everybody. We are doing it. This is health that I'm talking about right now. We've also talked about wealth. If you enjoy my content, I hope you hit the like. I hope you hit the subscribe. And I look forward to chit chatting with you again in the future. My name is Mike. Channel's name is Health and Wealth. Watch this video right here. Bye. For now.